Welcome to VLearn, Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 5 of the subject India, Earliest Times to the 8th Century AD, and the chapter is Antecedents, Chronology and Geographical Spread. Topics to be covered are Introduction and Old Cities Discovered, the Age of the Harappan Civilization, why is it called the Harappan Civilization, Antecedents, Geographical Features, Origins of Agriculture and Settled Villages, the Early Harappan Period, Emergence of the Harappan Civilization. Introduction. The invention of agriculture led to far-reaching changes in human societies. One important result was the emergence of cities and civilizations. In this unit, you'll be made familiar with the birth of one such civilization, namely the Harappan civilization. So, with the invention of agriculture, with the invention of agricultural technology and farming, they led to far-reaching changes in human societies and communities as well. One result was the emergence, the cities, the towns, the civilizations, the human units occurred. And Harappan civilization was one such civilization which was the result of the invention of agriculture. An old city is discovered. In 1826, an Englishman, Charles Mason, visited a village named Harappa in western Punjab. He noted the remarkably high walls and towers of a very old settlement. He believed that this city belonged to the times of Alexander the Great. In 1872, a famous archaeologist, Sir Alexander Cunningham, came to this place. The people of the surrounding areas told him that the high mounds of Harappa were parts of a 1,000-year-old city. It had been ruined because of the wickedness of its king. So, the high mounds of Harappa were parts of a 1,000-year-old city, and it was ruined because of the wickedness of the king. The age of the Harappan civilization, archaeologists use various methods for finding out how old various settlements are. Let's see how Marshall concluded that the Harappan civilization was about 5,000 years old and not 1,000 years old as believed by Cunningham. Marshall found that the seals, ceilings, written script and works of art found in Harappa were totally different from those with which scholars were already familiar and which belonged to a much later period. Similar finds were reported in another place called Mohenjo-daro in Sindh. Why is it called Harappan civilization? Beginning with the discovery of Harappa, nearly 1,000 settlements having similar traits have been discovered. Scholars named it the Indus Valley Civilization because initially most of the settlements were discovered in the plains of the river Indus and its tributaries. So, the discovery of Harappa, nearly 1,000 settlements have similar traits that have been discovered. So, scholars named it the Indus Valley Civilization because most of the settlements were discovered in the plains of the river Indus and its tributaries. Archaeologists, however, prefer to call it the Harappan Civilization. This is because in archaeology there is a convention that when an ancient culture is described, it is named after the modern name of the site which first revealed the existence of this culture. So it is because in archaeology there is a convention that whenever any ancient culture, whenever any culture is described, an old culture is described, it is named after the modern name of the site, after the modern name which first revealed the existence of this culture. Antecedents of the Harappan civilization. When we use the term the Harappan civilization, we are referring to a large number of cities, towns and villages which flourished in the 3rd millennium BC. So whenever we use the term Harappan civilization, we are referring to it includes large number of cities, towns and villages which flourished in the 3rd millennium BC or which occurred in the 3rd millennium BC. These cities and villages had formed a network of interaction over a large geographical space. So these cities, these villages, as well as the urban and the rural areas, they had formed a network of interaction of communication over a large over the large distance, over the large geographical space. This geographical space would roughly cover the areas of modern-day Rajasthan, Punjab, Gujarat, Pakistan and some of the surrounding areas. If we study the remains left by the people who lived in these areas before the emergence of the Harappan civilization, we can have some idea of how cities emerged. So if we study the remains left by the people who lived in these areas, we can have some idea of how the cities emerged. So, but in Harappan civilization, large number of cities and towns as well as villages flourished. Geographical features. The areas of present-day Pakistan and northwestern India form the core region of the Harappan civilization. These areas are characterized by dry weather and scanty rainfall. So in the present-day Pakistan and northwestern India, they form the core region of the very important region of the Harappan civilization. And these areas, they are characterized by very dry weather and less rainfall. However, there are some important variations among these areas, whereas the areas of Punjab and Sindh are dominated by the alluvial plains of the Indus River system. The areas of Baluchistan are characterized by steep, craggy hills. In northeastern Baluchistan, the valley floors might provide some possibilities of agriculture. So, in northeastern Baluchistan, the valley floors, they might provide some possibilities of agriculture. This area has been inhabited by another set of people, also namely pastoral nomads. Nomads, the people who roam from one place to another, who never set at one place. Origins of agriculture and settled villages. Beginning as a seasonal camp, the village turned into a settled village in the 5th millennium BC itself. People in this place were growing wheat, barley, cotton, and dates and tending sheep, goat, and cattle. So, beginning as a seasonal camp, the place turned into a settled village, and people in this place were growing a lot of cereals like wheat, barley, cotton, and dates, and tending sheep, goat, and cattle. Some animals were also domesticated. And also, beginning as a seasonal camp, the place turned into a settled village. Mehergarh is located at the place where the alluvial plains of the Indus join the uneven hilly plateau of the Indo-Iranian borderland. People of Mehergarh lived in mud houses which could sometimes have 5 to 6 rooms. By the middle of the 3rd millennium BC, many small and large villages had sprung up around the Indus, Baluchistan, and Afghanistan area. The early Harappan period, southern Afghanistan. In southern Afghanistan, there is a place called Mundi Guk. It seems to have been located on a trade route, Mundi Guk. That is why in this period, the inhabitants of this place were using artifacts which show affinities with some Iranian towns on the one hand and some Baluchistan towns on the other. Making a humble beginning as a camping site of some nomadic groups, the place grew into a township of impressive proportions. So, it made a humble beginning of a camping site of some nomadic groups of some people who came in, but the place grew into a township of very impressive proportions, of big proportions. So, it began as a township of big proportions. The early Harappan period. Quetta Valley. To the southeast of Mundi Guk is the Quetta Valley. Here in a place called Dam Sadat, large houses having brick walls belonging to the beginning of the 3rd millennium BC have been discovered. Varieties of painted potteries similar to those of Mundi Guk have also been found. So to the east of Mundi Guk is the Quetta Valley, and in a place called Dam Sadat, large houses having brick walls in 3rd millennium BC have been discovered. These people were using clay seals and copper objects also. These discoveries indicate the presence of a prosperous community which had solved its food problem and established trading contacts with regions far away. So the people using clay seals, the people used clay seals and copper objects also, and these discoveries indicate the presence of a prosperous community, of a rich community which had solved its food problem, or which had overcome its food problem and established trading contacts with regions far away. And they had also established networks with the regions, trading contacts with the regions which were far away. Central and southern Baluchistan. In the central and southern Baluchistan, sites like Anjira, Togau, Nindovari, and Balakot give us some idea of the early Harappan societies. These small villages and townships seem to fan out in conformity with the valley systems. In Balakot, remains of large buildings have been discovered. Many of the sites in this area show evidences of contact with Persian Gulf. In Balakot, the people who first inhabited the place were using potteries similar to those used in other contemporary villages in Balochistan. The early Harappan period in the Indus area, by the middle of the 4th millennium BC, the Indus alluvial plains became the focal point of change. Many small and large settlements came into existence on the banks of the Indus and Ghaggar Hakra. It includes Amri, Kot Diji, Mehergarh, Rahman Dheri, Tarkai Kila. Punjab and Bawalpur. In western Punjab, Harappa is well known. During one of the excavations, habitations preceding the urban phase have been discovered. Unfortunately, they have not been excavated as yet. The pottery found here seems to have similarities with the Kot Dijin ware. Scholars believe that these habitations represent the early Harappan phase in Harappa. In the Bahawalpur area, about 40 sites of the early Harappan period have been located in the dry bed of the Hakra river. So scholars believe that these habitations represent the early Harappan phase in Harappa, and in the Bahawalpur area about 40 sites have been discovered, have been also located in the dry bed of the Hakra river. Kalibangan. The site of Kalibangan in North Rajasthan has also yielded evidence of the early Harappan period. People lived in houses of mud bricks. So there, people lived in houses of mud bricks, and it was located in North Rajasthan. The mud bricks had standard sizes. They had also a rampart around the settlement. The pottery used by them was different in shape and design from that of other areas. However, some of the pottery was similar to that of Kot Diji. A few varieties of potteries like the offering stand continue to be used during the urban phase. So the potteries which was used in this phase was quite different in shape and design as that of the other areas, and it looked quite similar to that of Kot Diji. Emergence of Harappan civilization. In the backdrop of these processes of technological and ideological unification emerged the Harappan civilization. The particular mechanisms of the birth of the civilization are obscure because we have not read their script, and many more excavations need to be carried out. Some of the general processes have been outlined above. The increasingly efficient technology and the exploitation of the fertile plains of the Indus must have given richer returns of grain production. So the efficient technology, the sound technology, and the exploitation, the usage of the fertile plains of the Indus must have given richer returns of grain production. This created the possibilities for larger surpluses. So that where it was all about Harappan civilization and how it grew and the trade contacts which were made at that time. So these are some of the questions. You have to do it yourself. Question number 1, write 10 lines on the geographical features of the early Harappan civilization. And question number 2, how did different areas of the early Harappan period evolve into a civilization? That's all. Thank you. Happy learning. We learning.